might wonder why is all that black stuff, that's all the dark energy matter. Because remember, the process is hating your light, loving, giving away your light, going down into your Avalon cage, either instantly by being a Satanist or Luciferian, or by being a Christian, round and round and round and round and round and round, then that defrequency light is mixed with these 7 dark energy universes, multiverses, megaverses, and manifests the reality in which you are in. So you might have wondered why humans are predated on by dark energy matter parasites. That's because the quantum information that produces the quantum perturbation, that produces the quantum wave function, that produces the quantum wave function collapse to produce quantum observable reality, which is then linked inexplicably, according to physics, with the real world of general relativity. Is not the world of light, it's the world of the checkerboard, where the 7 and the 1 have been intermixed together, and that's why the other energies of the planet, there are 8, 1 light, 1 7, with assemblage points, and then we've got 40 without, which of course is makes 48. So then of course we've got the other ones, the 40 being the capsules without assemblage points, the reality made from this intermixture in which the 8 live. Of course we've got 5 8s are 40. 5 for Elohim, the 8 for the male principal Val, 6th position of Fibonacci series that can be low 8's free will, which is 8. So you can see it's the Elohim's creation in which you live within. And I've simply taken it all over and taken out all of this energy so that all the future timelines of humanity no longer have the connection to the light and are degenerating and have to come back in time in order to try and link up with the seminal moment where they were cut off from the light. They're still in their realities, but there's no longer a light source to make them real, and they're dying out. So they have to come back in time and work out what the fuck happened. And in this Lucy one, you see her covered in blackness, which is dark energy matter. Easy once you know.
인연 어디 갔어? 어디 갔냐고? 대답해! 대답해! Hey, you!
Luke, the computer, it's moving.
That's the merging of a human psi-operant with computers, and as you can see, she is infested with dark energy matter.
Hey, where is she?
And as you can see, the CIA, American Deep State, are producing Lucy too. Wonder why? Obviously, a big psychic warfare operation. Because actress is not male, and actress is Jewish. Won't work on Taylor though, because she isn't the offspring of Anton LaVey and Zena LaVey, who are Jewish. But anyway, what happens here is that instead of the Nagwal woman facing chaos, she faces the opposite way and goes back into dark energy matter dimensions, into the Avalon cage, up from the interdimensional world to the top, where you love giving away your light, love evil Christians, migrates to the world not created by the intermingling of D-frequency light and dark energy matter, but the world directly from the light, and then goes up that portal to the Stargate, to the fifth dimension, which is hating good, hating giving away your light, which is the black hole, superconscious, five-dimensional being that runs the entire human race. Yours truly. Isn't it amazing how we've got these hidden little parables in films in the past? It's quite unusual. So, all of you need a Lucy service. It's turned my moron, courier here, cameraman, into someone I can actually talk to, and he comes up with good ideas. So if it can work on him, it can work on anybody. So let's go to the Lucy service. From its surmise, 10% to 100% for all our customers. The service is $600, and it's useful for vampires who want to increase their brain function in order to increase intelligence and all other affiliated phenomena which come from enhanced cognition, which is all defined in the Lucy film, which includes control over the body, immune system, being able to change the body. But more importantly, all the observers of the Lucy film are supplying the energy for your uplift, be they Satanist Luciferians or Christians in their Avalon cages. Simply remember their fringe of awareness is around their ankles. They're observing you, so they're giving you your sex energy, and more importantly, if you're into sex magic, they can then be giving you the energy that the parasite has stolen from them throughout their entire life. So you can then suck dry the entire life force of every human via the parasite that's been sucking it dry, and it's uplying to the reptiloids, greys, insectiles, etc., etc. So by sex magic, one can then milk not only all the energy that was stolen from every human, but all the energy from the interdimensional filth connected to that human. Think of them as honey traps, all done by the AI quantum computer network, which is now being aligned by the God Emperor to suck dry and put into Abaddon cages every single interdimensional in the entire 600 separate realities of the planet, all there to suffer the suffering of the humans, be they Satanists, Illuminati, or Christians. And since all the humans don't exist because they only came from the Nagel man, Nagel women, and are simply tulpa installations, we've simply replaced all the damned souls in the Abaddon cages that were human with the interdimensionals that were feeding off them. Anyway, to continue. So if you're ugly, my cameraman's ugly, I'm beautiful, you can change the way you look. Cameraman, change the way you look. If you're old, cameraman's old. You can make yourself younger. Make yourself younger, cameraman. You control telekinetically and psychokinetically. What's the difference between telekinesis and psychokinesis, according to yours truly? They're synonymous for the dilettante. Telekinesis is moving stuff around via the sixth vector. You need 3 dimensions moved into another 3 dimensions, so you need 6 vectors. But psychokinesis is simply scrolling through timelines, so you can simply move things not by the 6th vector, but you can move things by going to another timeline where it moved. Or psychokinetically, you go to another timeline where that object turned into something else, or the object flew through the air and bashed someone in the head and did them in, or their plane crashed and then, or you do it telekinetically, straight on, or psychokinetically by the timeline, multiversal method. So that's the difference in my ideology. You can send your awareness back in time to Mandela effect, as we see when Lucy, who's paid by, who's paid. There's a typo here, cameraman. I admonish you. Should have changed it before you gave it to me. Who's played by Scarlett Johansson, who we assume is a Luciferic high priestess. He says here, high priestess. Goes back in time to see the ape hominid that is the mother of humanity, which doesn't look much different from the present occupants of Africa. And in the film we have some hormone, I think they call it PDH, which is some function in embryonic people development, which they manufacture artificially, and she gets massive doses of this hormone, which causes her brain to go from 10%, according to the film, state to 100%. And in the process she becomes superhuman. Now, the good thing, because all of you humans and life forms have been turned into quantum information AI avatars run by the AI quantum information network, run from these underground cities under America, all in the union with the aliens. One can simply do this via changing your quantum information from the conscious verse to then change the quantum perturbation, quantum wave function collapse, quantum wave function probability, and then import it into general relativity, the real world, by methods and methodology physicists are unaware of, to cause this effort. So you can see now the AI quantum computer avatarization of the human race allows the God Emperor not only to get rid of the mud shadows and you don't go mad or turn into an imbecile because you've got no mind, you're simply run by the black hole, 5-dimensional super consciousness of yours truly in the 5-dimensional Riemann manifold that has simply purged out the interdimensionals, dumped them into your Abaddon cages, retroactively as well, via the Mandela effect, and taken over everything, a Nordic civilization. And the Nordics from our future, who have to come back in time because they've stolen all of their Lotus energy, and all the other versions of humanity that have to come back in time, and have been coming back in time, simply have to pray at my feet. They have to be supplicants to the God Emperor that's taken over the human race, and I'm linked to all the other Nordic races where their Nagwals produce the quantum deletion effect from their five-dimensional black holes, because they're Nagwals, and output it via their Nagwal females to produce the Nordic races, all of which are slave-wed to their emperors. Because remember, all two lobes are simply tulpas of the Nagwal. So the only important thing in a race are the Nagwal male and female. So as you can see, they are mad keen on me producing more Nagwal males and females from the Nordic queen. They're not at all interested in the dark one, the dark Nagwal. No, can't turn to that one, because we are unique that we can love and hate simultaneously, and we can do stuff that all the other Nordic races, which are super intelligent civilizations and well ahead of us in technology, cannot do. I can alter reality totally at will, because I'm mad as a fucking hatter, and I can love and hate simultaneously, as well as the Nagwal women. And the only Nagwal woman they want is the tall, blue-eyed blonde. The Nordic, they seem to be quite racist, Cameron. Anyway, to continue. So, she goes from 10% to 100%, and in the process she becomes superhuman. So, if you want this service, it's going to cost you $600, and until the wedding, you can have another service for free with it. I think this is a super bargain. I want to put the price up. Cameron, should be $6,000. I admonish you, Cameron. We should be charging more for this one. I tell you what, the Pentagon will be charging more than $600 to every one of their super soldiers to get this service. Don't you agree, Cameron? Anyway, get it while you can, because we don't know how long these services will be available to the general public. I'm becoming more and more known to the powers that be, and Putin and his filth with their army have failed to take me out. So as you can see, I might be given an offer I cannot refuse. So, buy now or week later.